Good day to you all. A suffix is a letter, letters, or a word added at the end of a base or root word to modify or change its form or meaning. Today we look at the meaning of suffixes and the words they modify. Our first category is of suffixes that mean action, process, or result. And our first suffix is ing, which when added at the end of the word pave forms the word paving, which is a process or action. Before adding ing, we drop the e at the end of the word. ion changes decorate to decoration. Al changes appraise to appraisal. Ure changes fail to failure. Our next category is state of being. Adding ment at the end of commit changes the word to commitment. Th changes warm to warmth. Less changes law to lawless. Full changes care to careful. Ness changes neat to neatness. And dom changes free to freedom. The suffixes that mean make or become. The first one, fy, changes the word simple to simplify. Adding 8 at the end of regular will change it to regulate. When we add en at the end of bright, it becomes brighten. Adding ise or ize at the end of civil will make the word civilize. Another category is one who or position. If we add er at the end of teach, it becomes teacher, which is a position or one who teaches. Adding or at the end of the word survive makes it survivor, but we still need to drop the e before we add the or at the end. And adding ship at the end of intend makes it internship, which is a position. Ist changes vocal to vocalist. And at the end of assist makes it assistant, one who assists. And double e at the end of employ makes the word employee. The suffix ior changes the word save to savior. And we also need to drop the e before we add the suffix. Here are the suffixes that mean pertaining to. IC added to graph makes it graphic. AL added to region makes it regional. ICAL added to method makes it methodical. And these are suffixes that mean characterized by. And our first one is age. When added to shrink, it changes the word to shrinkage. The suffix y added to wind makes the word windy. And adding e or us to the word right makes the word righteous. Adding or us to poison makes the word poisonous. And these are the suffixes that mean nature or quality of. And our first one is IVE. When we add IVE to the word create, it becomes creative. And we need to drop the E before we add the suffix. ITY added to visible makes the word visibility. And we also need to drop the E before we add the suffix. Adding TY at the end of the word cruel makes the word cruelty. Adding ENCE at the end of the word depend makes the word dependence. Adding ANCE at the end of the word appear makes the word appearance. CY at the end of private makes the word privacy. In this case, we are dropping the TE before adding the suffix. ISH added at the end of the word child makes the word childish. ENT added at the word absorb makes the word absorbent. And added at the end of the word descend makes the word descendant. Another category is capable of being. And our first suffix is able, which when added to the end of the word convert changes it to convertible. And the next one is able, which changes the word read to readable. Our next category is in relation to. And our first suffix is wise, which changes the word length to lengthwise. The suffix some means tendency to, and if we add it to the word trouble, it becomes troublesome. The suffix ry can mean place, for example, bakery. The suffix ous means full of, for example, joyous. The suffix ews means the female form of, for example, hostess. The suffix full also means as much as can fill, for example, handful. The suffix ward means direction, for example, homeward. When we add the suffix ly at the end of wise, it becomes wisely, and that is manner. It means manner. The suffix ment at the end of the word punish changes it to punishment, which is a condition. When we add ism at the end of the word zombie, it becomes zombieism, which is a belief. Our last suffix is ish, which means a little. If we add it to gray, it becomes grayish.